Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 6th Annual Washington Women of Excellence Awards. In the 1980s, the D.C. Commission for Women started the D.C. Women's Commission Hall of Fame for women to be recognized for their work in the community. The Washington Women of Excellence Awards was created by the Commission in 2014 to highlight the many contributions of women and to induct members into the Hall of Fame. Please welcome to the stage Chairwoman of the D.C. Commission for Women, Princess McDuffie.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Princess McDuffie, and I am the chair of the D.C. Commission for Women. This evening, I have the pleasure to welcome you all to Mayor Muriel Bowser's Washington Women of Excellence Awards. In honor of women's history, we will recognize women who have worked to improve the lives of girls and women in the district. Their efforts have made a profound impact in areas ranging from health and wellness, civic engagement, and women's empowerment. These women have not only created impactful differences in the district, but have led by incredible example. On behalf of the D.C. Commission for Women, I want to thank and honor you for your service for women and girls in Washington, D.C. Thank you all for joining us and witnessing such a pivotal moment for women. We celebrate women not just today, but every single day. And without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to the esteemed Mayor, Muriel Bowser.
Well, good evening, everybody. I am delighted to see you all here, and I want to thank Princess McDuffie for her leadership for the Mayor's Commission on Women. Please give her a big round of applause. And I want to acknowledge all of our commissioners. Commissioners, where are you? Wave your hands. I think they have on a beautiful rows. And the Commission on Women throughout the year tackles issues that are important to women and girls, and I invite you to learn about their activities. And tonight, one of their signature events is to honor D.C. women from all walks of life who have excelled in making D.C. a special place to live for women, but also have done the hard work to make sure that our city is more fair for women and girls. Tonight's honorees will be recognized for leading the fight against gun violence, not just in our city, but trying to make a national difference. Women are leading the fight against sexual violence and the work to support survivors. Women are also leading the work to ensure that all of us has access to high quality, affordable health care and to fix the disparities in maternal health outcomes, which we have been so focused on in our city. In fact, the Women's Commission has been an integral partner in a national event that I host each year now. We'll be going on our third one during the Congressional Black Caucus Week that focuses on maternal and infant health. And you will see that many leaders in our city are women of color who have spoken up and who have ensured that women of color are at the table, are seen and are heard, and not only persist, but excel in the work that they do. So let's hear it for all of our honorees. We know that you are in the community each and every day getting things done. You're the eyes and the ears of the administration. What I like to tell all of our commissioners is I can be a lot of places, but I can't be everywhere all at once. So when they swear the oath to the District of Columbia and to do the best job possible, they're also committing to using and volunteering their time from taking from their families and their businesses and their places of work to really be ambassadors for me into all different corners of Washington, D.C., and I appreciate them for the work that they do. We also know the work of making our city more fair for women and girls is just not for women to focus on, is it? It is for everybody to focus on. So we know that all of the men in our city, and we are lucky to account a lot of officials on the council, for example, and ANC commissioners and our other boards and commissions as allies. I am frequently delighted by the number of male feminists that I walk into in this city. So let's give them a big round of applause. So each year we just gather together, and we're gathering here. Is this your first time at the Eaton? I love this place. When I walk in here, it just feels alive. And it is important that we have gathering places, and I hope that you follow up with the event staff here to take advantage of this wonderful gathering place. I have to end with a public service announcement. You notice that Princess and I elbow bumped when we walk in. It's okay to elbow bump, folks. It's quite respectful and loving, but it's also how we are practicing really good community health during this time where it's really chaotic in our country and nationally. But I want you to know that you have a very prepared city, and we will be looking out for each other. And I know that you're going to do everything asked of you to keep DC safe and healthy too. But that's enough of that. Let's hear the nominees. Oh, I should mention that there is an addition to the Mopai family, and Jennifer Porter, our director, is on maternity leave because she had a bouncing baby boy. So let us now hear from our staff, and Joya Matthews is the Associate Director. I also want to acknowledge Lamont Akins, who is the Director of our Office of Community Affairs, as well as all of the members of my cabinet who are here. I see Anna and Polly and all of the Bowser administration officials. Thank you for all the work that you do. Joya.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming out. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the awards. So, welcome. We're going to start with our very first one.
Our first honoree is the D.C. chapter of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. The Washington, D.C. chapter of Moms Demand Action, a part of every town for gun safety, has been an active community advocacy organization for women. Moms Demand Action is a grassroots movement of Americans fighting for public safety measures that can protect people from gun violence. They advocate for stronger gun laws and work to close loopholes that jeopardize the safety of our families. They also work in our communities and with business leaders to encourage a culture of responsible gun ownership. Here to accept the Women in Public Safety and Advocacy Award is the DC Community Outreach Lead, Jennifer Massey. Let's welcome Moms Demand Action.
Again, we want to say thank you for honoring us and in this fight that we do against gun violence, not just in DC, but nationwide. And just so you know, Moms Demand Action is not just moms. So we're dads and we're siblings, we're grandparents, we're students, and we're a community, because that's what it takes to fight in this fight. And so on this award that I'm accepting is on behalf of not just Moms Demand Action, but our Student Demand Action group, as well as all of our community partners that we work with as we fight to reduce and ultimately end gun violence in this district. So thank you, Mayor Bowser, and to the Mayor Office of Women Policy and Initiatives for this award, and we continue looking forward to our partnership with the Mayor's Office. Thank you.
Our next honoree is Indira Haaard. Indira Haaard is the Executive Director of the DC Rape Crisis Center. Indira has been involved in the violence against women movement for 20 years. Indira's expertise in gender-based violence is rooted in an anti-oppression, feminist theory, and survivor-centered model. Indira's direct service experience in various gender-based violence programs has helped to inform her policy analysis that has led to coordinating public policy initiatives, organizing and planning space for survivor-led advocacy, and educating local and international communities around civic participation. DCRCC was a vital partner and advocate for the Pass Savra, or Sexual Assault Victims' Rights Amendment Act, campaign and helped OVSJG to identify and center the voices of victims in its formation and passage. Here, also accepting the Women in Public Safety and Advocacy Award is Miss Indira Haaard.
Well, I just want to say briefly, thank you so much for this warm and very humbling honor. What we know for sure is that sexual violence is not a single issue because we don't live single issue lives. We are operating in unprecedented times under this Me Too era, and we cannot do it alone. And so we are so grateful for your support, for your encouragement on behalf of survivors of sexual violence. Thank you so much, and we look forward to working on behalf of the district.
Our next honoree, Nasima Shafi, is the CEO of Whitman Walker Health. In her role as CEO, Nasima Shafi works to implement the strategic vision, goals, and initiatives of the Board of Directors. She leads and supports the growth and oversight of the health center with a focus on provision of high quality, affirming care that centers on the community, and maintains the vitality of Whitman Walker. Prior to her current role, Shafi served as both the Deputy Executive Director and Chief Operating Officer for Whitman Walker, as well as the Director of Compliance, overseeing various matters related to corporate compliance and risk management. Shafi joined Whitman Walker in 2007. She received her bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland, College Park, and her law degree from the University of Maryland School of Law. She is a member of the Maryland State Bar. In 2016, Shafi was honored as Minority Business Leader by the Washington Business Journal. Here to accept the SheEO Women Leaders of Business and Community Impact Award is Nasima Shafi.
Thank you so much for this incredible honor. I just want to carry on a little bit of the mayor's comments and encourage you to wash your hands thoroughly. It's a 20-second song. Happy birthday, you know it well. And remember that your community health providers like Whitman Walker are here to take care of you through all of these things. Call ahead if you have a fever. Thanks so much.
Our next honoree is the Belladonna Band. Belladonna is an exciting and diverse all-female band founded in September 2007, managed by John Augers. The high-energy, concert-style presentation and dynamic musicianship exuded on stage are incomparable. Their unique style of funk, jazz, R&B, and rock commands audiences, and the meshing of the raw talents possessed by these seasoned musicians captivates all who see them perform. Individually, the breadth of experience of each band member ranges from formal training in jazz, classical, opera, gospel, and R&B to touring and performing with many artists. Musicianship, showmanship, leadership, high energy, stage performances, beauty, and integrity are the foundation of their drawing power. Belladonna captivates the crowd and propels the power of womanhood to the forefront. Here to accept the Cultural Influencer Award is Belladonna.
Good evening, everyone. Well, good evening, everyone. Y'all can do better than that. It's such an honor to be here this evening. We are Belladonna. We are an all-female band born and raised Washington, D.C. That's right, that's right. And it's such an honor and privilege to stand before you all today. We are women who are empowered. We are mothers. We are daughters. We are entrepreneurs. We're also musicians. And we are honored to have this opportunity to influence not only through music, but influence through being strong women who are not afraid to stand up and give you all everything that we got, right? So thank you so much for, make sure you all come and check us out. Belladonna Band. You can see us in the city anywhere. We also travel all throughout the world to play. So once again, thank you so much.
Our final honoree is Dr. Natalie Hopkinson. Dr. Hopkinson is an award-winning essayist and critical cultural scholar. She is an assistant professor in the doctoral program in Howard University's Department of Communication, Culture, and Media Studies, and a fellow of the Interactivity Foundation. Her work asks questions about cultural identity, cities, and the diaspora, post-colonial history, gender, and media. She has been a columnist at the Huffington Post and a staff writer, editor, and media culture critic at the Washington Post and The Root. She earned an MA and PhD at the University of Maryland, College Park, and her BA in political science from Howard University. Her most recent book, A Mouth is Always Muzzled, was the winner of the 2018 Independent Publishers Association Spirit Award and was longlisted for 2019 PEN America's Diamond Stein Spielvogel Award for the Art of the Essay. Her 2012 book, Go Go Live, was nominated for the Hurston Wright Legacy Award in Nonfiction. Here to also accept the Cultural Influencer Award is Dr. Natalie Hopkinson.
Hello, everyone. Hello, can you hear me? Thank you so much, Mayor Bowser. A lot of my work has been about go-go music, and Belladonna Band are some of the best. I'm so honored to come on the stage after you. So give it up for Belladonna again. And I'm also just so grateful. I did my PhD on go-go music many years ago, and Mayor Bowser, thank you so much for making history in this city by making go-go the official music of Washington, D.C. I feel like a lot of the work that's happening right now it's going to impact generations, and so I'm looking forward to generations 100 years from now, kids picking up the conga drums and the instruments, and using the go-go music as and the magical drums that come with it. So thank you so much for this award, Mayor, and thank you to the Commission as well.
Please welcome the Associate Director of the Mayor's Office on Women's Policy Initiatives, Joya Matthews.
Hi. Let's give one more round of applause for our honorees. We thank you all so much for coming out. Again, my name is Joya Matthews, and on behalf of the Mayor's Office on Women's Policy and Initiatives, we thank you, honorees, for the work that you do every day to impact the district and beyond. And we thank you, Mayor Bowser, for how you invest in women and how you make it better for us to live, play, and work here. We really appreciate all you do for women in the city. Yes, we can clap for that. So while our event is coming to a close, Women's History Month is just getting started. So on each table, you will see kind of a calendar of events, of some upcoming events that we have. So be sure you get one of those, and we'd love to see these same faces out to some of our events coming up. And again, as we come to a close, we invite you to stick around, meet some of the honorees, get to know one another. We love to bring the city together to do just that. And we just thank you from the Mayor's Office of Women's Policy and Initiatives. So continue to enjoy the evening.